So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. If this is your first time tuning in, today we have an unfortunate video that I was not planning on making, but I'm going to go ahead and make it, so hopefully you guys don't make the same mistake I did in destroying 7 really good cameras. So stay tuned. So just to kind of throw out there what kind of cameras we have here. We have 3 Muddies. This one, and this one. These are all Muddies. We have 2 stealth cams. This is an older version. This is a newer version. We actually have a Wild Game Innovations right here as well. And we also have a cellular trail camera, which is a Moultrie Edge. One of my favorite cameras right now up here. Well, all of them are screwed up with the exception of, I believe, this one. So this one does still turn on. It turns on and it'll record and take pictures. But the problem is that all of my pictures, all my videos are green. Like there is no color difference. It's all green and fuzzy. So real quickly, drop it down in the description, guys. How do you think I screwed up all these cameras? Let me know down in the description what you guys think happened to them. Yeah, I'll tell you before we go what actually did happen to them. But yeah, so this is the only one that is still technically working, but it's not working properly, so it's trash. And all of these other ones do not even turn on. So I was there trying to figure out what the freaking hell is going on with these. These did not turn on at all. This one would not accept any SD cards, the one that did turn on, except for one. And that one is the one I ended up using, thinking it was going to work, and ended up not working. So even this expensive cellular trail camera doesn't even turn on. So I was there changing out batteries, charging batteries, buying new batteries. None of them would turn on. I was like, what the hell's the problem? You know, how can you get all of these cameras who are just not functioning from being stored away for, you know, for the off season? Usually I pull them out during the season and everything works just fine. It's, you know, nothing ever missed a beat. Didn't happen this time, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some backstory on how all of this came about so that way hopefully you don't make this same mistake. Some of these cameras that I mentioned will be down in the description. These particularly are my favorite as of right now, and the Solars, which I don't have it up here right now. That's my only one that I didn't put in the storage that didn't get screwed up. So yeah, this one will for sure be down in the description, along with some of those stealth cams. The newer ones are a little bit better than some of these older ones. The older ones are just robust though. Like I've had this thing forever and it just always worked. But now obviously it doesn't, but it's just so robust. But anyways, they'll be down in the description for anyone who wants to check out some of the cameras that I do have up here. My non-functioning cameras. But yeah, so basically what happened is I take them down for the off season. I put them away in storage. And whenever the season rolls around, I pull them out, use them, put them around the feeders. You know, we're done. So nothing changed. I went ahead and, you know, took down my cameras, put them in the storage, put them in the bottom. Each storage has like a little base. If you have like those portable storage units, they have like a little base, like little cubbies that these things fit perfectly in. Well, this time around, I decided I wanted to get them off the ground. You know, I wanted to get them off the ground because I didn't want them getting, you know, broken, or stuff being piled on top of them and being broken, or me accidentally stepping on them, or getting lost, etc. Right? It's easy to lose these things because they're so small in a large storage room. So I had the bright idea that I was going to make shelves. I was going to make shelves for these things to get them up off the ground, to create more room, and also to protect these things. Right? That was the whole idea, is to protect them, so that way nothing gets damaged. Obviously it didn't work out that way. But, so real quickly, if you know how heat and cold air works, you'll know that hot air rises, right? So usually whenever the hot air is, you know, usually in summer, for instance, it's usually gonna be hotter at the top of your roof than it is at the bottom. Okay? Simple fact, I know that, but I wasn't thinking about that, right? So what I did is I ended up building shelves about 7, 8 feet up high, closer to the roof. I stored all these things. I had them nice and neat, organized. I thought, genius, you know, this is a perfect little cubby for them. Well, I come to get all these cameras out to go ahead and get them ready for the season. Again, I'm screwing with them, fiddling with them. None of them want to turn on. I thought maybe I just had dead batteries, charged all the batteries. Spent about 2 days just charging batteries because I have a bunch of batteries. None of the batteries wanted to work with this. I was like, what could be going on? So I had another camera that wasn't in here with these, put the batteries in there, worked just fine. I was like, okay, cool. So it's not the batteries, it's not the SD cards, because this thing won't even turn on. So it has to be these cameras. And what do they all have in common? That they all would not work properly. They were all up exposed to the extreme heat. Here in Texas, we have extreme heat. So it gets 100+ degrees during the summer. Well, it's going to get even worse in the storage during the summer because the hot air is going to rise. So every year I've always stored them at the bottom. The only thing I did differently this year was I stored them up at the top. And so that's what killed these freaking batteries. I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think about this? You know, duh, hot air rises. It's going to be hotter up there. I just didn't even think about it. And I didn't know that, I guess it must have gotten, I mean, if I had to guess, over 120 degrees in there, maybe 140, I really don't know. I never took a temperature in there, but obviously it had to be over 100 because if it's 100 outside. So, moral of the story, don't store your trail cameras in a storage unit that is not climate controlled, and definitely don't store them up high because you're going to run into the same issue I had. So yeah, there goes 7 perfectly fine cameras. This was a sad video to make because I've had these cameras for a while, some of them for a while, and these were great cameras. I love these Muddies because they have good picture quality as well, and they're very inexpensive. But now we're going to start all over again, guys, unfortunately. But I just want to make this video so that way hopefully you guys do not make this wrongful decision during the off season and trying to store your trail cameras in a perfectly nice, neat manner, but ends up getting screwed at the end of the time when you're ready to pull those cameras out. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but they cannot withstand that extreme heat, especially here in Texas. Maybe if you live up in the northern states, you can get away with it, but for sure not in Texas. You cannot get away with it. This is proof of it. You know, how can you get 7 cameras that do not want to work simultaneously? So appreciate you guys watching, guys. Until next time, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. Like, share, and subscribe. Definitely share this video so that way nobody else will get screwed out of 7 cameras like that. It's not something that you just think about, you know. But now you know. You need to think about that. So see you guys later. Bye-bye.